Hello again, everybody. I want to talk to you today a little bit more about forgiveness to pick up where we left off yesterday. Here's one of those sayings that I kind of like. It's Alice from Alice in Wonderland, and it reads, "It's no use going back to yesterday because I was a different person then." And I ask you to think about that. Do you allow yourself to be a person who has grown? Someone who's learned from their mistakes and become a better person? Or do you still focus on those things in the past that you really weren't too happy about? Mistakes you made, people you've hurt, things you wish you didn't do. We talked a lot in the last video about forgiving other people, all people, anybody that's hurt us, however, in our lives, forgiving them. But what about the most important forgiveness of all? Forgiving yourself. Can you do that? Can you say to yourself, "Frank, I forgive you. I know you made mistakes, but you're a good person, and I forgive you." And move on from the past. Stop carrying that baggage with you. "Oh, I did this and I did this. I could have been so much better with this person and I didn't handle this situation well." Yeah, it's correct. You didn't do it well. But that's part of being human. We don't do things well. We're not perfect people. And as long as we give ourselves the criteria that perfection is where we're supposed to be, we're going to always be down on ourselves because we're never going to make that goal. So I ask you to think about when you do your forgiveness, do one for yourself and say to yourself, maybe even look in the mirror, "I forgive you," and be done with it. Move on. The more we carry baggage from the past, the more we prevent ourselves from being the person we can be in the future. And it's really not fair to everybody else in our lives. If we're carrying baggage and not being all we can be, not only do we miss out on that wonderful person that we are, but they miss out on that person as well. So something that might help with this is to remember the saying, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Start it that way. No baggage. Leave the past in the past. Start clean. You have that option. So don't let the past define for you what you're going to be in the future. Getting back to our car example, it's like driving the car but always looking in the rear view mirror and determining where you're going to go based on what you're seeing in the rear view mirror. Look forward, drive that car by looking at the front window. The past is the past, that's why it's called that. Leave it there. No more old baggage. Learn to forgive yourself and actually do it. Forgive yourself and move on. So the most important forgiveness that I can pass on to you is the forgiveness of yourself. If you can forgive yourself, you'll find out it's much more easy to forgive everybody else. As I pass this on to you, I hope it's helpful. I'm still working on it myself. And I'll talk to you some more later. Bye now.